Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey, asshole. That's me. I'm the asshole. What's your son doing today? Oh, he's an asshole? Really? Yeah, my son, he became a doctor, but not an asshole. Some women have all the luck with the genes. Yes, I'm very proud of him. The conversation that has never happened with my mother. Anyway, you got a question, go to Asshole Consulting and we'll take care of you. Hi, asshole. This is a video request. It may be a bit long. I went ahead and paid you $50, but let me know if you need more. So this makes me think I'm undercharging. Here's some of my background info. I'm going to anonymize it so you're not terribly identifiable. I'm a young man living in a fairly high cost of living area. I have a degree in finance/accounting and currently making $85,000 per year. That's not bad. Of course, if you're in San Francisco, that sucks. Living with my parents for free. Not bad. I have no student debt, cheap state school, parents pay tuition. Shit, I want your fucking parents. A small low-rate car loan and a personal net worth of about 100,000 fucking bucks. Dude, pay off your fucking car loan, all right? Just fucking Jesus Christ. Employment prospects are great and large salary growth is looming in my imminent future. I am faring well for now in spite of the decline. I'm currently reading your book on that subject. Here's the problem. Oops, got ahead of myself. I'm starting to go insane working at my job, which is 50% bullshit politics, 50% busy work. That's finance. That's all it ever is. I've turned to destroying my body at the gym, lifting heavy weights and drinking excessively to compensate for how unhappy and jaded I have become. On the flip side, I have a long-term girlfriend who wants to get married, buy a house, and have kids. She's pretty great compared to much of the garbage that is out there. On some level, I want these things, but I feel I'd have to kill myself to get there. If the job got the best of me, the divorce laws would be a death sentence for my future. She likely won't stay with me if I refuse a marriage in the coming years. Her biological clock will expire at 30. Side note, her family, while decent people, are very judgmental and add a special element of hell to my life that never seems to go away. So the question is, what do I do? Go full bore ahead with everything, drop both her and the job for something lower stress? I could proceed on the path I'm on at work and try and meet a younger girl who has more time, less expectations. I feel I'm at the risk of finding myself suicidal, broke from the divorce at 40 with the best years of my life behind me. Needs help, thanks. All right, well, very multifaceted problem here. So let's take care of the girlfriend and the marriage issue first, then we'll look at your career. Your girlfriend, you have to determine whether you want to marry this girl before you can move on to other steps. Things I look out for. Does she have a real degree? Okay? Does she have any debt? Any debt? Because, like, these girls can put up a great fucking front. Does she know you have $100,000? Does she know how much you make? Because that's a problem. Because these girls, they can act. They can put on Oscar-esque, Oscar-worthy performances. Like they're the nice, sweet girl. They can do everything. And just because they smell and they knew that you had the money. Not to be so cynical and jaded, but these girls are out there and you have to consider that and calculate that into your risks. So does she know this? And the way to hedge against that is, does she have debt? Are you sure does she not have debt? Does she have student loans? Find out. Have you run a credit check on her? I would almost insist on this shit because, like, I've dated a couple girls and all of a sudden you find out, dude, what? How do you have this much debt? And if you spent that much money, where's everything to show for it? I can't have clothes and stuff. Women are amazing at, like, fucking spending billions of dollars and having nothing to show for it. Just like the Democrat Party. Actually, they get votes. I shouldn't laugh. They have plenty to show for it. All the offices and all the power and control they have. But anyway, yeah, I would look at things that would kind of, like, is she a sociology major? Does she work part-time and over at the nonprofit? And she's an independent woman. I'm an independent woman. Those are the kind of things I would look out for. So I'd say, I'm sorry, dear. We're doing a credit check on you. Do you trust? No, I don't. I really don't. This is my life. I worked hard for it. I worked this sucky ass fucking job, and I want to make sure our finances are tight. And seriously, man, that the hell it sounds like you're working through, and the fact you went and got a degree, even though your parents paid for it, and I will smirk you on that. You got too much of a good thing in your finances to have it ruined by Miss fucking cutesy bunnies over here. Not to judge her, but it's just you got to find this shit out. I mean, another thing, is she a leftist? Does she vote Democrat? What is her politics? Is she a feminist? If she is, fuck no. Fuck no. No rings for leftists. No rings for leftists. No, 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 no. You marry a good Republican, conservative, or libertarian girl, at least a girl that's apolitical, that doesn't care. Right? So you get that. These are things that I would lead you to guide and determine. But ultimately, I mean, ask yourself two more simple questions. One, do you want kids? If you don't want kids and she does, then you owe her at least a little bit of respect to say, I'm sorry, dear, it's not going to work out for us. I don't want kids. So you guys sit down and do some serious pondering. Do you really want kids? And I know you're relatively young, but you guys sit down and think this through now. Because women, unfortunately, only have a certain time frame, and you owe it to her to say, oh, okay, I gotta figure this out now. So if you don't want kids, well, it's kind of then there you go. And again, no harm, no foul. That should be a pretty easy breakup. Oh, sure, feelings will be hurt and whatnot, but there's no animosity or antagonism between both of you. So if you can figure that out, this will moot all the other questions. The other thing is, do you really want to marry her? You kind of like, yeah, she's this nice girl, better than most, but you're not like, oh my God, I found the one, da-da-da-da. I mean, you're not like tripping over yourself to marry her. And no guy ever really is. I understand that. No guy's like, oh, I don't think I've ever been like, holy shit, that's the one for me. I don't think that ever happened to any guy. You're like, oh, you'll do. So, but seriously, if you're not like, wow, this is the one, man, like, I could totally see it, or you couldn't live without her, yeah, that's something that, that's another quick question. Because if you don't want to marry, you don't want to marry. Say, I'm sorry, I'm just married. You don't have to say, I don't want to marry you. Just say, I am not ready to get married, and I'm afraid. You can come up with the bullshit that's half true. You want to have kids. I'm not there yet. I'm, trying to save up money, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hold you back, but I really don't want kids, or I'm not sure about kids, and I'm not going to know when I'm going to be sure about that, so you better go and blah, blah, blah. You may, be prepared and accept the fact you may lose out on her. She may not be replaced by an equally qualified girl, but, because there's a lot of fucking turds out there. Turds with wigs. That's what we're calling American women. That's horrible. You girls, see, the girls on my side, they know I'm joking. A lot of turds with wigs posing as American women. But there are good girls out there, but they're hard to find, man. They're really hard to find. Okay, so you gotta weigh that risk. I can't answer that for you. I can't. I just can't. You have to weigh these options and think this stuff through. Now, if you go through all that and you find out you do want to get married and you want to go that route, there's a couple things that you can do to manage this. One, make sure she works. Okay? She is going to work. You got to go into this like saying, hey, here are the list, sweetheart. No debt. You are getting rid of all your fucking debt before we get married. I'm not going into this with you having debt. You're also going to work. You are working. I'm not fucking banging out all this shit. Now, when we have kids, okay, fine. Stay at home mom, whatever. But until that, there's none of this part-time. I work with the kids at the fucking preschool, and I teach them their ABCs because they're fucking corporate mom and corporate dad didn't want to fucking raise them, so they outsourced them to me at 3 years old. We sing, we do finger painting. We're what is it, Head Start. Fucking Head Start teaching. No. She's working 40 hours a week and contributing. She's fucking contributing to that family, that house of yours. Prenup, take a look at that, talk to your lawyers. Sounds like you're in a liberal town, though. High, expensive places sound like liberal towns. And then what I would do is, once you get married, start stashing cash somewhere, man. Like you regularly invest, $300 or $400 a month in a 401k. You stash an equivalent amount of cash with your buddy. You take it out every 2 weeks or whatever your pay period is, and quote, that's your spending money, and meanwhile you're giving it to your best friend to hold on to it for you in a safe, okay? And you build up a little war chest there so that if little Missy ever decides to come after you and divorce you and take half, yeah, sweetheart, here's half my assets. And then you got, hopefully at least a good amount of assets protected from her. You can also talk to an asset protection lawyer for that. So things like trusts. Trusts are another thing. Have your family kind of like have your dad hold on to shit for you, stuff like that. So there is that. Then there's the family. Okay, let's see. You do want to get married. You go through all these prerequisites and you take whatever precautionary measures that you can. Dealing with a family, I don't know. I've never had a problem with family because I've never tolerated it. I've ran into some parents and family members of the girlfriend that just hated my guts, but they never gave me bullshit because it was pretty clear I wouldn't tolerate it. I never got into fisticuffs or fights, but you just draw the line and you say, I'm not, what? Excuse me? Why don't you fuck off? And I've told that to brothers, I've told that to a couple mothers, and one time I even scared the family a little bit. I said, where's the dad? And I met the dad. And I said, I just want to meet you. And he's kind of like shot. Usually they want to meet you. What are your intentions with my daughter? Honest and pure? Fuck no. But I want to know if you are around and you raised her right, or if I got to deal with a fucking psycho American cunt right now. It's sad that we have to interrogate the fathers, you understand. So, I don't know. I think you can just basically, if she says, I want you to come hang out with me. No, I'm not hanging out with your family. Your family's a pain in the ass. I got even, and here's the other thing. No doubt she's got great family members and horrible family members. Or they're not even evil family members. They're just people you don't get along with. She says, let's go to my family. No, fuck no. Mom and Dad are coming over. Good, they can get a fucking Hotel 6. No, they're not staying here. No. You just tell them no. No is the greatest word ever when it comes to relationships. Women hate it, but they love it. They respect it and they respond to it. Just say no, we're not doing this. No, I'm not going to go to your uncle's family reunion because all your nieces and nephews are fucking batshit insane, and I'm not going there. So the family, that's kind of a minor thing in my opinion. So that kind of, hopefully that gives you some ideas and some thoughts about how to approach and determine whether or not you want to marry this girl or not. And like I said, I can't tell that. You obviously know her better than me. You know your feelings for her way better. But hopefully some of those things provide you some insights that'll help you come to a good decision. The other thing is your career. Dude, you got it fucking made. You have it what I wish I had. You have it. You have, look it up. It's called The Corporate Man, or Corporations Look for Men Who Have It. It's got Gregory Peck is the man in the flannel suit. He's the thumbnail image for it. You have it. You're making great money. You got 6 figures stored up. You're living with your parents. You know what, dude? You're not going to probably have another shot like this ever. What I would recommend is keep working. Well, let's do one thing first. First, see if you can meditate. This is what got me kind of some success in corporate America, is you just mentally check out. I know corporate America's bullshit. I know the finance industry is complete bullshit, and the politics and all that other crap. I finally learned how to kind of like turn it off, not care, check my brain out at the door. You're getting paid $85,000 a year. It's not like you're going to get paid $85,000 a year to go do something interesting in the finance world. You're not. There is no interesting job. All that cool, interesting economics and finance and accounting you learn in college, that never plays out. Only the guy who owns the fucking company gets to do that interesting shit. And that's less than 1% of all the people employed in the finance industry. You get to suck dick, okay? That's what you get to do. And if you could just turn it off and suck the dick and do that busy work like filing. In my case, it was like following up with deadbeats who had SBA loans and going to the government, to taxpayer. Can you please give us the money because you co-signed this loan and you guaranteed it, and now we can just fucking parasite off of you more? Filling out 13 pages of fucking documents and forms. It sucked. I even remember when I was a senior analyst, I was filing and scanning in documents. You know what? I just learned, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It's always going to suck like that. So if you could check out mentally, you're just there to do whatever they want. Clean the toilets, fine. I'm the fucking senior analyst. You know, I can fabricate on my resume like job duties I've done. I don't have to mention I clean toilets or scanned in paperwork and shit like that. So check out. Don't let these fucking douchebags and the politics get to you. Just like try and get the level of zen. Let it just flow through. You're there for your fucking check and you're going to leave. Now, you keep that mentality up for a little bit. And what you want, you don't want to stay there forever, but what I think you can attain, especially since you're living at home, you have a huge fucking nest egg already, and you're making great money, is see if you can get to the point where you buy a house. Not a big one that's affordable, cheap, you can buy for cash, low property taxes, not a fucking liberal shithole. If you need to read my book, Bachelor of Pad Economics, and read the chapter on housing, because what that will get you very, very close to, 75% close to, is the position of fuck you. Once you have no mortgage to pay, just property taxes and maintenance and utilities, you are really close to a position of fuck you. And then that will allow you to find a much easier, less stressed job that will make you happy, and you'll still be able to maintain a nice standard of living. So I would stay with your folks, bank up the money, start looking for a house, find out how much it's going to cost, maybe see if you can get like some roommates or tenants. You're very young, those guys could generate a little bit more income, maybe a 2-bedroom condo, whatever it is. You don't want to go overboard. You want to have low property taxes, low homeowners association, do full fucking on-guard research. Again, read the chapter on housing and Bachelor of Pad Economics. And then once you have that house and you have rental income, then it's like, okay, you're done with that career. You're done. And now you can go do something else, whatever it may be. You can start looking for other jobs. But in the meantime, just suck it up. I know it sucks. You got to do it. But keep working it. I don't know if you're going to have another shot at your young age to make $85,000 a year and be living with your folks. So I think within 2 to 3 years, you should have a pretty good nest egg to buy a house. And, I think at your age, you might as well get a roommate. A 2-bedroom wouldn't hurt. Because, what else, why not? You're not going to get married tomorrow. Unless you do get married tomorrow, then you say, sweetheart, you're paying half the rent. No, actually, you charge rent, you buy, you say, you're renting. You're paying me rent. So there's that. But otherwise, yeah, those are the two things. So kind of really sit down, think through with your girlfriend and marriage and all that other shit and kids and the family. Your career, just suck it up. And then finally, try and give up that alcohol, man. I know. I'm an alcoholic. Pot calling the kettle black, but that is not going to help your mentality. Boozing it up it's a depressant. It makes you depressed in the long run, and soon you need it just to like fucking kill the pain. If you can ignore the pain, get through a day of work and not worry, and then just go do some fucking exercise like lifting your weights, I think you'll feel a lot better mentally in 5-6 days. So keep going. Just don't be cautious. But you're in a great position. Just don't fuck it up. All right, toodles.